everybody, Tornado Allie here with your weather briefing. Now, what we're going to do for Thursday's briefing today is we're going to recap some of yesterday's weather. I want to let you know that yesterday we had 34 filtered storm reports. There's only one tornado report, and that was out of Cherry County, Nebraska. Just a rogue tornado. It didn't cause any damage or injuries to anyone while it was there. It basically just went through a pasture, and that was about it. Keep in mind, this was the first tornado report we've had since this past Sunday. So we've gone several days tornado free, which has been kind of nice. I know some of those areas have appreciated the little bit of break that we've been able to get. On to today. Already this morning, I want to let you know there were numerous reports of a water spout, and here's some pictures of it that you can see. This is along the North Carolina coast. Now we do have reports that at one point it did spawn twin water spouts, and that was briefly as it moved onshore near the New Hanover area of North Carolina. But here's some more pictures. Thankfully, no injuries, no fatalities reported with this for the most part. Now, here's the village in the foreground, but you can see the water spout in the background. For the most part, it pretty much stayed right over water, and it kind of basically wasn't very big at any given time. And obviously, since it didn't cause any injuries or fatalities, really was just kind of a nice spectacle to take a look at. That area is not expected to get any more severe weather for the day today, but notice along the North Carolina coast we will still have a chance for some more showers and thunderstorms, just not any more severe weather like we had earlier this morning. Where we do expect to see some severe weather will be in this slight risk area that you can see. It kind of covers basically 4 states, but kind of clips parts of North Dakota and also kind of clips parts of Iowa as well. Here's the breakdown for tornadoes. It's not a very wide area. It's basically going to be limited to those 4 states. Once again, just that tiny section of that 5% range right in through there, and it should be into the afternoon hours. Damaging wind scope is going to be much wider. Basically goes all the way from Minnesota all the way down to Louisiana, with that tiny section once again kind of being in that 4-state area that we talked about for the best tornado potential as well. So not too much of an area, not a really big tornado threat for the day, but we could see some wind gusts in several of these areas, especially in that 30% and 15% range, up to around 60 to 70 miles per hour. Okay, on to the tropics. Taking a look at the Atlantic, notice not really much activity out there. We don't have any named storms, but we are kind of keeping an eye on this area down here. You can see just trying to make its way into the Gulf of Mexico. Has an 80% chance, and that could end up becoming Tropical Storm Harvey within, say, the next 24 to 48 hours. Right now, it doesn't really have very strong winds, but the pressure is starting to drop, and it's starting to get a little bit more organized as well. So it definitely does have the potential to become Tropical Storm Harvey. Here is a look out in the Pacific, different story. Here is a look at Hurricane Greg. Now you can see Mexico right here out to the east, so it's well out to the west of Mexico, and it's not really going to affect any kind of land over the next several days. Winds are at about 85 miles per hour, so it's a Cat 1. It could end up getting slightly higher as it pushes a little bit further out to the west, but looking at several days from now, it's probably going to die out pretty much shortly thereafter. The other one that we're taking a look at, this is Tropical Storm Fernanda. Now, this is not expected to get up to hurricane strength, but as it continues its track, by the time we get to late this weekend, it could end up clipping just that southern section of the Hawaiian Islands right there near the Big Island. But at that time, it'll just be kind of a subtropical depression, so it's more likely than not just going to bring them some showers, maybe some heavy thunderstorms as well. But that's going to be about it for us. That's it for today's weather briefing. Don't forget, you can check all of the old weather briefings that we've had and also all the pictures in the photo gallery right here at tornadoalley.com.